Hi everyone! Welcome to this Unboxing with Yoseka video. Today we are continuing our lineup of unboxings on different 2023 calendars and planners, and today's feature is on Himekuri. So I have actually in front of me on the table 8 different styles of Himekuri sticky calendars for the year 2023, and we'll be taking a closer look at each one of the different styles and explaining what Himekuri is all about. So Himekuri calendars are actually wall calendars like this that you hang on the wall, and you are actually meant to tear off each day as you go, like this. So each of the pages tear out really easily, and it's a traditional kind of calendar that's used often in Asia. Like when I grew up, my grandparents actually had these hanging up on the wall, and we would tear off the pages and use them as like scrap paper or sort of like around the table, the dinner table, to like catch any discards to throw away basically. Today obviously we have ones like this that are really beautiful, and the pages are meant to be used and recycled and reused, but this is where the concept of Himekuri comes from. It's supposed to be this tear away calendar. And so in comes Himekuri sticky calendars. And so Himekuri sticky calendars are a new format of these tear away calendars, and instead of tearing each page and throwing it away, each of these pages, each of the dates is actually sticky on the back. So there is like a post-it note, a removable adhesive that takes up about 2/3 or 3/4 of the back of each of these sticky calendars. And so you're meant to tear each page away and count the days as you go. But what you can do is keep these little scraps of paper that you're tearing away each day and putting them in your planner or putting them in your journal, using them to record dates, using them as bookmarks. They're just, they're very cute, and each of the days that you tear away features a design that is actually unique. So as you tear the pages away, it reveals a brand new design that you haven't seen, and often there's different themes for each pack. So this year the designs are Memory, Stationery, there is the Sweets design packet, this one is the Zoo, the White Gray, the Colorful, and then there is the very popular Cat. So these are all recurring designs that we've seen from Himekuri Sticky Calendar in the last few years, and this year they've actually added a new design to the lineup, and this one is really cute. It's called Story. So we'll talk a little bit more about this one, but the idea behind these is that you keep the little pages that you are tearing away each day, and each of these features a different design, a different set of illustrations, set of photos for you to look forward to as you peel away the pages every day of the coming year. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of these under the camera. I'm going to start with this one, and this one is actually the Stationery design, and I'm going to be unboxing this one and kind of showing everyone what to expect when you get the Stationery Himekuri. The Stationery design is actually the most popular design in Japan, and that just goes to show stationery is such a big part of the culture in Japan and in Asia. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's like a see-through transparent packaging, and this part is actually the sticky calendar, and some of the Himekuris come with this. This is a booklet that you can use to follow along, and it gives you a place to put the stickies that you peel away into the book. But not every one of the sticky calendars comes with this booklet. So the Stationery comes with one, and the Sweets comes with one, but the other ones do not. So let's look at the Stationery one and remove the packaging. Oh. let me put this little stand together. So it comes on these paper stands, and you simply tuck these cutouts into the little holes here, and you create a little stand. It stands up like this so that you can see all of these designs throughout the year. And so the booklet this year is actually featuring different stationery brands from around the world, like big stationery brands. So if we take a flip through the book, we'll definitely see some stationery brands that we know and love. So this one, for example, is Stabilo. Flip through. It starts with Parker, Stabilo, Bic, and if you scan the QR code on these booklets here, it actually takes you to each of these official websites. And this reminds me that in the past, the stationery ones have featured some of the big Japanese stationery companies, and this past year's 2022 stationery theme actually featured stationery stores in Japan, all around Japan. And if you scan the QR code in that booklet, it would actually give you like a 360 view of the stationery stores in Japan. So you can see here it features Rotring and lots of different notable stationery brands across the world. In Japan, Kokuyo, Tombow. Okay, I won't give that away too much. I guess I shouldn't do that. But that was a little flip through of what to expect as you go through your Himekuri booklet if you got the stationery design. And for anybody who's curious, the way these work is you peel away, and it's actually, I said 2/3 to 3/4, but really it's more like 4/5 adhesive in the back, so it really does stick onto the surface that you're moving it onto. So the idea is you peel away the day as you go, and here it's starting with December 26th. You peel it away, and you're meant to peel it away like this so that you really preserve the adhesive and the page is not curling up on you. And you can see the design that's getting revealed in the back as you go through each week. So it's kind of really fun to be able to peel away and see a little sneak peek of what's coming the following week, but you don't get the whole taste of it. So we looked at the book earlier, and obviously I'm looking at this Parker Jotter, so we know that the brand featured on the first week of January is going to be the Parker brand, Parker pens, Parker Jotters, yeah. And that's a good choice because Parker is a very big pen company. So yeah, that's a little sneak peek of what's to come if you did get the stationery design for your Himekuri. Okay, should I peel more? No, maybe I won't give any more away. But we did know that the Stabilo is next. So, okay, so as you peel all the weeks, each one of these is a unique design. So I know that would be really, really cool to see. And then, if you are looking for a place to stick the stickies, you can stick them in the booklet. So it gives you let's do one together. So this is January 2nd. This one is the 3rd. The 4th. And I love how the pictures, the illustrations are, they're like linked together across each of these little stickies. So they make one big image together. That's the 7th. And that's the 8th. And then you're ready to start the next week. So the second week of January, we'll be looking at Stabilo. And obviously the booklet text is in Japanese because this is designed in Japan. But you can, what I usually do is I take my translator camera and I look at the translation to read a little bit more about these companies and to follow along with the Himekuri booklet stories. So this one is the stationery design, and that's really cool. This is a great one, and it's one that Yoseka always looks forward to every year. All right, so we'll put that aside and take some of these stickies. They're pretty sticky. I don't know if you guys can hear, but like it's very, that adhesive is pretty strong. Okay. So this is a little look at what the Himekuri Sticky Calendar Sweets design and booklet look like. And if we look in the back here, actually this year's Himekuri Sticky Calendar Sweets, these feature different bakeries and cafes and sweet shops in Japan. And so in the back here, there's a list of all of the different bakeries and sweet shops that are featured throughout the year as you go. And the booklet gives you a little bit more information about each of the cafes and bakeries that's featured as you follow along in the year. So I love this one. And if you're like a sweets person, or if you're a sweets person who's planning a trip to Japan, I feel like this is pretty perfect for you. You don't have to do any more research than just flipping the calendar pages, peeling these little stickies away throughout the year, and you'll know where you're going on your trip in Japan. Next up is the Himekuri Sticky Calendar Memory design, and this was new in 2022, and it was wildly popular. Like, people really loved it, and it's basically a series of different beautiful photos, and the photographer that took these is actually, their name is Yuki, and it gives their Instagram handle over here if you'd like to follow along for more of their photography. But so as you flip through the pages in the Himekuri Memory, you can see different beautiful photographs revealed as you go through the year. So this one doesn't come with a booklet, but we get this question a lot because it uses the same packaging, so people think like, oh, I didn't get a booklet for my memory, but actually just this one doesn't come with a booklet, but it does have the space for one, so it is a little bit confusing. The next one that we're looking at is Himekuri Zoo, and this one features illustrations of different zoo animals. So this is like a red panda, a little, I don't know, a lynx that looks like a polar bear maybe, or a koala. No, that's not a koala, sorry. Like an otter perhaps, a koala. I'm not sure what this is, and two bunnies. And I love these because it tells a story of that animal. So the first week is obviously they're all eating, but as you flip the pages, like you'll see the red panda is ladling the soup in this. You can see the red panda is ladling the soup in this on December 26th, and as you peel to the next one, maybe it'll be like slurping the noodles. It'll be like the next story to tell after it's ladling the soup, and it does so for all of the little zoo animals. So I think that's adorable, and I do think people really enjoy seeing the designs for the zoo. Yeah, so it's a storybook design featuring various animals such as bears and rabbits. So yeah, that's what you get for the zoo one. Okay, the next one is a classic. It is the white-gray design, and actually each of these is also a different sort of monotone gray color, white to gray color, as you peel off each of the weeks. So this Himekuri says is recommended for use probably like in an office or in a professional setting, something that requires slightly more like neutrals. But if you work in a fun office, I mean, why not go for like the zoo one or whatever. But this is what this is meant to be. It was designed with that purpose in mind. So it's more like of a monotone color. And if maybe you picked like a very colorful planner, this is the one to go with because you don't want your like colors all clashing. So this is the white gray. The next one up is the Himekuri Colorful, and this is similar to the white gray, where but it's like the opposite. So it's like just different colors on the back of each of these little stickies, and then the date written on each one. But each week as you go features a different design and a different tradition. It's a different traditional Japanese pattern on a different color background as you go through each week in the year. Next up, we are looking at one of my favorite ones. This is the Himekuri. I love how this one just says neko. Like all the other ones are translated, but this one just says neko, which means cat. And it is different illustrations, and you do get the name of the illustrator, and it's different illustrations of cats. But my favorite part is that the illustrations of the cats on the Himekuri cat are based on real cats. And so if you follow Himekuri throughout the year on their Instagram, you'll see every once in a while they make like a call for submissions from their followers to use this hashtag to submit your cat to be featured as an illustration on the sticky calendar. And so users submit photos of their cats, and back here is a list of all of the names of the cats, and these are real cats by Himekuri users who are featured in the year of sticky calendars. So I love that. I'm like, maybe next year I should submit some Esther in here. That would be really, really cool to see. But yeah, I can totally see that all of these are like a cat on a Roomba, like a cat batting away at like a little Swiffer. And obviously as you peel each one away, it is a unique design that is revealed. Okay, the last one that we're talking about is the Himekuri Story. And this, I was saying earlier, is a new design that has been introduced for the 2023 year. And this is very interesting, actually. As you peel away each of the little stickies, it reveals one or two lines that, when read all together, they are a story. They make up a novel, and it's in Japanese, but it gives you the name of the illustration, the person who illustrated it, and you can also find the name of the writer of the story if you go on Himekuri's website. But this is great. Like, I mean, the illustrations are actually really, really pretty, and this is pretty great if you are like studying Japanese. It's like translate, understand 2 sentences a day kind of thing. So I love that. I think it's a really interesting and unique concept, and I think that's great that Himekuri is constantly thinking of new ways that people can enjoy these sticky calendars. Okay, so there you have it. We just took a look at all of the 8 different styles of Himekuri for the 2023 year, and I know that at Yoseka, you'll be able to come to the store and check out the stationery one, which we always enjoy using throughout the year. So definitely, come stop by the shop and take a look at the stationery one that we've kept ours from 2022 and 2021. So we've had the stationery one for years now. These are always so fun, and I like these. I think that they're a great way to enhance your planning routine, your journaling routine. So I think of these as a great add-on for if you are someone who's like kind of just really trying to keep yourself motivated to keep writing in your planner and keep doing things in your journal. This is something like, since you can peel off one a day and that can be incorporated into your journaling routine, this is something that can keep you on track all year. And it's also just, I think it's a great present for someone also, because it's like a fun little thing to see on your desk every year, a fun routine to incorporate into your day. So that's Himekuri sticky calendars. I'm really glad we did this unboxing because I feel like it's a little bit of a hard to explain concept otherwise. Let us know in the comments if you got one of these, how you use your Himekuri sticky calendar, and if you love them. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Oops. You're meant to tear off